Hey fellow guards and failed hunters, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Eldritch Guards, Episode 27, Perimeter Detection. What we do this stream will be entirely up to you. The first thing I want to pull on is like a general project, so here is that poll. 2.5 minutes to vote on that. So, we can improve armor and weapons. We have a fabricator. We have a lot of access to steel, so it's entirely reasonable to try to improve the gear that we have to protect us a little bit better. We can improve defenses. Our external defenses outside of our little cave don't have detectors, they don't have turrets, they don't have deadfall traps. There's very little in the way of security around the base. That could be improved, of course. We could also build out the crafting room. We only made the fabricator almost as a necessity in order to make organs for Fred, but we could build this out a little bit further as well. We could expand the farming facilities, included the fact that the sun lamp now covers a larger area than what is visible. There's a little bit of a bleed over. Basically, the white circle is 100% light, but the yellow circle is what will be partially illuminated, and plants only need greater than 50% to grow. So this circle, the white circle, is not the growable zone. So we could even expand this farm, although it would bump into the steam geyser if we ever want to do geothermal. We could also study the void. We could provoke it. Where's our monolith? Up here? Yeah, we could further our studies. So let's just show that, because it's been a minute. So here is our known research projects, which you'll be voting on shortly. And then here is our entity codex. So we have most of basic and about half, almost half of advanced. We can improve morale and quality of life. That would be another one to do. Oh, let's schedule you guys unrestricted. Or, alternatively, viewer suggestions. Whatever you guys vote on, I could take up. What am I looking for? Do I have Flake or Yayo? I do. Okay. Simple meals, that doesn't make sense. Let's flip that around. There we go. Kitty and Dog. I love those two people that just resubbed. What names? Dogolito and, well, Kitty in Polish. Thank you for the resubs. And Bloody Death for the bits. Welcome, welcome. It looks to me like improving the defenses is far and above the most popular option. Got it. Improved defenses it is. Alright, next thing. Basic research. Or rather, just generalized research. So this is a big list. So to tune you into what's going on right now, for main research, we are researching recon armor. But I could always pivot that. In fact, why is recon armor not on this list? Let me add it. So don't vote yet. So recon armor will be the last option. But yeah, we could always pivot to something else. And then you'll have a chance to vote on the anomalous researches as well. So, as far as improved defenses go, let's start working on that. For one, we are definitely going to want some detectors around. Proximity detectors. That will be first order. to make sure that nothing can attack us without it being known. I think at this point, hidden conduits, if I'm not mistaken, are not prone to explosion. So the more hidden conduits I use, the better. So I would very much like to just replace a lot of our normal conduits with hidden ones when it's possible. I think in future colonies, I'm going to make an effort to do hidden conduit only, as it mitigates entirely your short circuit events, which is incredible. I might be mistaken about that, but I believe that is the way it works. Ever thought about playing a Total War type of game? I have. I have, before. They're not my favorite, if I'm being honest. But the games I play are community proposed for the most part. And the suggestion box is open until, I think, May 23rd. So if you want to propose that I play a Total War game, just drop a line on my Discord server. There's a designated channel for it, and then it will be included in the polls. That's all you got to do. It's very straightforward. All right, looks like deep drilling is winning out. And there's no point in doing deep drilling without Grand Pet scanning, so I'm going to pair those together, obviously. All right, for basic research, what do you guys want? So here is yet another poll. It is worth noting that some of this basic research over here I will not use in this series, like psychophagy or skip abduction, probably frenzy inducers. We don't mind studying it to understand it, because the more you understand your enemy, the better prepared you are to counter your enemy. But that does not mean that we want to use any of those. And feel free to vote for that too. So I'm just going to box in these detectors so they can't be targeted or destroyed for any reason. We don't necessarily need to roof them up, but I don't want them toyed with or messed with unless the enemy has to go through walls to do it. If you're going to go through the effort of going through walls, alright, so be it. Alright, bioferrite extraction seems to be the popular option. I will pivot. That was added in since this series started, which gives a tribal way to get bioferrite stuff. Alright, now for advanced research. So serum synthesis would give us void site serum, which would allow us to advance our research. And for those that don't remember, we have very inefficient void study. So it would speed up void study a little bit. There's also Revenant Invisibility, where you can make a spine that makes you invisible. There's Atmospheric Heater, which would allow us to have a nicer growing season if we had enough bioferrite to fuel it up. So y'all can vote on that as well. The other thing we've been trying to do is 3 of our members are ancient danger people. They have a different ideology, and we're trying to slowly convert them over to our ideology. That's another thing that's going to be in the background continually. So I would like to militarize this water spot a bit more. So that's going to be the improving the defenses project that you all voted on. going to shave the mountain down a little bit for better sight lines, mine out the steel, and then build a defensive structure here. Potentially eventually leading to like a kill box area, but that would be a separate project. I'm trying to limit the amount I do in one project. Oh. Ferdinand took the bus to come to our colony. It's about time that RimWorld started including public transportation. People have been waiting on the vehicles forever. Taking a look at our current components and advanced components, I think turning on the fabrication bench would be wise. And that will get Mikas busy again, making components and advanced components. Or whoever is our smith. Yeah, it would be Mikas. Seems important to me. And Serum Synthesis has won that round as well. Alright. Sounds good. So taking a look at our power grid. Are we doing... Yeah, we're doing okay. I'm not too worried about that, which is good. One less thing to worry about. We have got about 200 bioferrite, and I just invested 45 of it into detectors to protect us from the invisible. So, constructors, why aren't you working? It's you're all on recreation. That checks out. After the rest and recovery from that giant battle, everyone was very upset because of the ordeal that they went through. So, a little bit of R&R does the body good. Is Tequila a nudist? Tequila is a nudist. Hence the lack of clothing that you don't see her wear. I suppose she could have a sash on, right? Maybe I should make her like a warm sash. Let's see. What? I don't have any wools, so probably the warmest would be heavy fur of that list. So, yeah, that'll work. And then I'm hitting Sea Panda with a bit of work drive so that we can get more work done. Alright, where'd that sash go? Did someone already wear it? Yeah, Mikas was like, oh, it's nice. I'm putting it on. No. Wrong. Tequila Jane will wear it. Goof, what's on your mind? Led by the wrong ideology? Yeah, okay, that happens. So let's take a look at our invisible power grid. Yes. Good. These cabling here can be destroyed. That's what I was hoping. Keeping it simple. Who is our miner? Ink, but Ink's busy constructing, and Goof can mine, but also is busy constructing. That's fine. So the intention here is I want to get rid of all of the steel so that we have repairable defenses, and then have a brawler choke point here where all of the enemies will be revealed to our gunners up here. Additionally, I would like to... Oh, so there's some overhead mountain here. That's unfortunate. But remove all of this and set it up as... Oh, we have a Great Paul. Remove all of this and set it up as, like, defenses. With the Great Paul going on, I'm going to tell everyone to get behind the walls. Nobody goes outside. For safety's sake. Should we force her into tail cap? Probably. My guess is she was... I don't know why she's wearing the cowboy hat. Let's see if there's a free tail cap. No, there is not. Okay, seems like a new one. Terrible assembly. I'll take a look at that. So, tail caps made of, let's say, blue fur. Only allowed ingredients, do until you have one. Because there's more tailoring. So, ooh, that is pretty tasty. It's a 20 by 31 monument. We don't know who sent the request, but we get a neuroformer or someone named Lou. Are you a housewife? An annoying voice housewife who's a masochist. Oh, God. Okay. Well, okay, we get a neuroformer, I guess. Should we build the monument? Obviously, building the monument will set back the improving of the defenses a little bit, but for a neuroformer, it's not a bad gig. Especially considering that we have 4,600 sandstone blocks, so it's not like we're starving for sandstone. We have lots of it. Deep drilling is almost done. And then we'll go over to ground pen scanning, which will give us a source, hopefully, of gold and plasteel, and maybe even uranium for better gear and components and the like. Mikas, you don't have the materials for a duster. Alright, Tequila Jane, there is a... Oh, Guero's taking it. I stole it from Guero. Might be a good idea to get a little bit of hauling going on. Or hunting, rather. Because we are running low on material for certain things. There's a lot of caribou. With the Great Paul happening, I feel like keeping people near home is wise. I do like the, I get asked about my name regularly. So thank you, chat, for answering that. But yeah, my name originates from Greek mythology, not from Diablo 2. I've actually had the name longer than Diablo 2 was even out. So when I was playing Diablo 2, it was quite the surprise when I went into Luke Ghislaine's sewers for the first time, and it was like, wait, what? That's me! It's a out-of-body experience, for sure. But there's a lot of games that source names from mythology, Greek, Norse, etc. So you'll see Rhadamanthus, who was a demigod, the founder of Spartan law, and a judge of the dead. And then there's an English word called Rhadamanthine, which nobody ever uses, but Rhadamanthine generally means inflexibly just, meaning you're just to a fault. For better or for worse. I should have a command for it. I don't get asked quite enough. Did it feel good killing myself in the sewer? Well, I mean, at least I got a skill book out of it. And then I got, like, aggressively teased for the name for, like, ages. No, aggressive is a bit of an exaggeration, but I definitely got teased for the name. They're like, oh, you're just a sewer rat, or, you know, whatever. Like, no, I had the name first. What the hell? It's what I wanted to say, but I never did. Hey, Ban. How's it going, man? A concert? Well, that's just so cute of you, Sea Panda. Deep drilling is done. And as promised, we'll go over to ground pen scanning. And you guys think, yes, monument. All right, so we'll agree to that. Monument for a neuroformer. Now here's the thing. Where we should build it isn't necessarily obvious, because if it's really close to our entryway here, Is there a penalty if it gets damaged? Actually, there is not. Oh, so I don't care. If it gets a little mushed up, whatever. So I'll put it here probably because it's pretty close to all of our sandstone. But in order to do that, I need to get rid of all this ancient shopping cart debris first. A harp strumming. See, Panda, you really called everyone together for this? And oddly, everybody likes it, so I stand corrected. Fair enough. What is C Panda's timer on convert? 19 hours? So as soon as he's done, Guero was the closest to be converted. Whereas Goof and Tequila Jane is nowhere close. And we're going to want to convert them ASAP, because as soon as they have 2 or fewer members of their ideology in the colony, they will stop demanding this stuff. Their role and their ideologian ritual room, etc., all that garbage. Ink, I need you for a moment. You happen to have a uranium mace that is really good at destroying shopping carts. Smash. Okay. So the monument marker, oh, it got hauled. At least it's there. Easy to find. Done. I make so much content. Ah, you're welcome. I enjoy it. So you can't stop me. I work for free. I work for tips from you guys, I suppose. All right. The first detector is now installed. Good. So we have a backup detector here, which covers the entryway. And now this is under detection as well. So if invisible stuff comes to mess with us, we know about it well in advance. Red, I'm going to move you all the way down here because you're a child, and it's going to be easier to schedule everyone and not drag over your name. Oh, what? For the love of God. And I'm going to get blamed for the other one too, aren't I? I was like, wait, what? Member died? I didn't kill anyone? Yes, I didn't. But some random wolf in the woods did. And I'm at fault, according to them. 'Cause that's fair. Yeah, Banlish, I can definitely sympathize. I had what I thought was strep throat. It turned out it was adenovirus, which also gives you sore throats. Back in January. And honestly, I'm still not healed. I still have like a... It hurts when I like blow my nose or I cough real rough, but there's still like a rough spot like at the bottom of my larynx. And it's been 4 months. It's just does not go away. Like if I swallow hard, you know, if I chug something, it will still hurt. Kind of ridiculous duration, I suppose. Scorp, thanks for all the gifted subs. I'll drink to that. Alright, here comes another detector online. Good. And it covers both doors, although not well. I mean, one could make the argument putting it there would be better. So I'm going to move it. Covering both doors equally. Although that's totally going to be in the way of the steam geyser if we ever get geothermal power. I'll just leave it where it is. It's good enough. Alright, Sea Panda. You can convert. So find Guero and shout at him until he converts. So that was a 15%. And Guero's at 13. Oh, Guero's going to convert. Is there any way to clean it out of your system entirely? I did a lot of, like, gargling, I suppose. The thing is, like, it's an area of your throat that you can't gargle to. You know what I mean? Like, gargling works from here up. You can't gargle something at the bottom of your throat. So, not really. Like swallowing honey and things like that might help a little bit, but it's imperfect. I am rather surprised this loyal uplifter role unfilled is still a thing, but here's the thing is I could have one of those, I suppose. It wouldn't be a problem. It also reminds me, with all of the corpses that we have, it might be wise to get a little bit of a crematorium going on somewhere. Because I want to stop burying people. I dug a grave intending to bury Barracuda over here, but then some cultist got buried in it. Oh, Tequila Jane. The wolf saw your naked body and was like, I want a piece of that. Okay, Swanky's coming. Good. You have backup. Ink, we probably don't need you. Yeah, for I would say about a week, I really didn't have much of a voice at all. Like, I lost it. I couldn't really speak anything louder than a whisper. And then for like weeks, I was very raspy. It was very rough. And the fact that, you know, it still not feels right, that's a crazy long recovery period. Alright, ground pen scanning is now done. So we're done with deep drill ground pen. So here's the poll again. Up, and you can vote. What's next? I am going to queue up something quick and simple, and then if you want to pivot it, feel free. So I'm going to queue up harpsichord, because it doesn't take very long. So the purpose of harpsichord and piano and royal apparel is they're going to eventually be required for Sea Panda's royal titles, but not yet. I did want to do a bit of a group hunt, though. So maybe I'll get everyone together and go for the caribou. I'm going to leave Skyra and Goof out of this because they are not the happiest. So with ground pen scanning done, we also need to find a place for the scanner, right? Because the scanner can't be placed under a roof, but we live in a mountain base, so I guess here would be an okay spot. I was originally going to put solar panels in this void, but ground pen scanner seems okay. I can even have the door to the ground pen scanner be from within the base, so that you can get to it without going through the front door, which would be ideal. Why have I not set up a drug policy for Skyra? I could. My argument for not doing it up until this point is that I don't have drug production. I'm just using drugs that I find. So for me to have to manually administer it allows me to keep an eye on my stockpile. Whereas if I schedule it for her, then it's automated. and I could very easily forget to keep track of my stockpile and end up with no drugs and she dies or goes into a coma. You know, so I'm doing it manually for that security purpose, I suppose. It's a bad argument, but that's why. All right, Swank, let's stun them all. Gotta say, these caribou did not stun for very long. Hey, C-Panda, you want to make them all vomit? Yeah, I figured they were going to revenge. Why aren't you moving? Oh, you hit yourself with vomit. Because the caribou that I had clicked on for that, unfortunately for me, moved. And got me in the puke mix. That's okay. It happens. In fact, here. I'll make the royals deal with it. So that I don't get beat up so much. Oh, that's an old injury. Ink, why are you still vomiting? These caribou vomited for like half the time that my people did. Alright, so C-Panda's down because I apparently don't know how to hunt anymore. But luckily I have backup tonight. This is how hungry we were. And a very good argument to be made to use Locust Armor because I have access to jump packs and Greek Armor. Oh. Okay. Being blamed for things that aren't exactly my fault. That's par for the course. Alright, so Skyra's here as a doc. She can patch people up. Most of the caribou are pretty injured by now. I want her to get really close to Swanky before she starts firing, though. So there's no friendly fire incident. And I don't think anyone's bleeding quickly. They're just in pain. 13 hours. Ink is not even downed. Okay. What a mess. Who does docking? C-Panda does, but C-Panda's down. Okay. Ink got lanced? No? Here, try to tend yourself as best as you can. At least that solves our food problems. So Mikas, come on out here and hunt a caribou, bring it back to the base. Actually, Mikas, I'm going to have you tend while you're out here. Okay, Fred is patched up. The royals are patched up except the one that died. And then maybe I'll have Ink bring in the gear that dropped. Oh, Skyra deciding that beer sounds better. That's understandable. So now these guys are on a competition crawling. Maybe I'll have Tequila Jane Goof, and Meekus rescue rather than carry stuff back. Oh, good. Never mind. They're beating each other up. One punch. Swanky almost lost a leg. Wow, Swanky, you did a lot of damage in one punch. And Ink got infected. Alright, Ink, let's put you on bed rest. Oh, you're already on bed rest. Completely self-inflicted colony problems. The adaptation modifier for RimWorld is probably just like, we don't even know what to do with you. It's like, yeah, I know. Once we get a little bit of R&R and Skyra gets hammered off of beer, I can bring some of those weapons back. I think what I'll do is, for those that are sick and all patched up, I'll do proper medicine for the infection tending. So who else has infection? Ink does, and he's smashing things. Fred does. So Meekus will tend to Fred. Yep. Alright, taking a look. Geothermal and Recon tied. I'm going to do Recon first, and then pivot to Geothermal afterwards. Where I never got rescued. Goof, go pick Grow up. And everyone that needs to be in a bed is in a bed, I think. Fred, Sea Panda, Ink. So as soon as Ink is done smashing things, I'll put him in bed. Oh, good, an infestation. But hey, the bait worked. It's over here. Nice. That paid off. It is not too many. There's a very easy way to deal with this, which I am going to take. Which is to burn them out. So Goof, I'm going to make you prep that. Fire in the hole indeed. Burn them out. So who needs medical treatment? Ink still? Alright. I'll use good medicine. He's been through a lot. We don't have a lot of good medicine, but it's worth it. That's some good tending. And quality 100%, as good as it gets. Alright, so Goof is laying down the floor work for flammables. This is a steel door which will burn. I can also leave it open or destroy it. Probably destroying it is the best bet. And then once we're done with all of that, I'll build a roof over it, and we'll watch as the insects roast themselves. Just the way the game intended. I'm actually quite surprised that the bait worked, because I hadn't really set it up all that well to work, but I'm glad it did. Makes my life a lot easier. Didn't you just have a mental break? Bro? No, I was thinking ink. All right, Goof, how's it going? So the other thing is we're going to want this to be guarded lightly, at least, when we set it on fire, because obviously the bugs are going to want to get out. Is that a silver meteorite? Yes. It is. Okay, trap's basically ready, and as soon as I have some people able to guard, I'll set it off. So Skyra, after you drank all of that booze, I'm going to have you come up here and fix things. A penance for your binge. Okay, and the rest of those animals I'm going to want to haul before they decay away. So I'll start with whoever's healthy to go do it. In fact, Red, I'll have you haul caribou, right? How heavy can a caribou really be, right? Oh, they're digging away at the uranium. Grow, your weapon's coming back. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Anomaly Eldritch Guards, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 10th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, and another link can be found in the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you in next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow guards.